Hola, good morning or good evening, whatever it is right now in your world. I'm Anna. Happy Sunday. Right, day 14, second week commencing tomorrow. Let's take a nice big inhale up. Hands above head, connecting at the top. We're going to exhale, bring them down past the midline of our body back to our side. We're going to inhale deeply, sweeping up. Taking our gaze back, bending that back to where we can. We're going to exhale, we're going to fold forward, we're going to hinge at our hips, touching our toes if we can, or the shins. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. We're going to find the floor with our hands. We're going to step back to a high plank, shift forward slightly on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. And here we're going to take 3 to 5 rounds of breath. We're going to move our legs, our hips in a way that feels good within ourself. So find movements that feel good within your body. Pay attention to somewhat of a body scan here. Just working out what's going on, finding that tension and working on releasing it. Looking up between our thumbs, we're going to slowly walk back up to the top of our mat. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, drop the head. Nice big inhale up, arms above head. Back to our side. One more. Nice big inhale up. Hands touching at the top, connecting. Exhale, bring them back down past the midline, back to our side. Nice big sweeping motion, taking our gaze, bending that back, engaging those glutes. Exhale, we're hinging at our hips, folding forward, letting our fingertips come to where they will go. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Finding that floor again with our hands, stepping back to our high plank. Shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, tuck the elbows. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Whatever is working for you right now. Exhale, back to your dog. And again, we're scanning the body. We're paying attention. And we're moving our body in a way which feels good within our own self. And take the hips from side to side. You can bend the knees one by one. Take the heels off the mat. Take the butt up as high as you can. Pull that chest down towards the mat. Fully breathing. And we're going to slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bring those arms up on a nice big inhale. Back to our side. Right, let's come to the back of our mat. And we're going to do a few hip flex, extensions, rotations, and side bends. So, with our hands on our hips, we're going to fully engage that core. So we're protecting that lower back as we're folding forward. And we're going to just find a nice flat back. We're going to hold, making sure that core is fully engaged, taking our hands to our knees, gazing down towards our mat, just getting that back as flat as we can. Then we're going to take a nice big inhale, slowly come back up to standing. We're going to take our arms above our heads. And we're going to bend our back. So we're going to make sure our glutes are nice and engaged to protect. And then we're going to take our gaze back between our hands and bend our back as far as we can comfortably. We're going to breathe. And then come back up to standing. Tall, straight, cool, calm, and collected. And again, we're going to bring that torso down towards our mat, keeping a nice flat back, taking our hands to our knees, looking down at our mat. The core is nice and engaged, feeling that awesome stretch in those hamstrings. And we'll come back up on an inhale again. Arms above head, and again engage those glutes. We're bending our back, we're taking our gaze back between our hands, and we're finding our limits. And back to standing straight. We're going to come to the top of our mat, and we're going to have our feet just under our hips, hip width apart, and we're going to make some nice circular motions with our hips. So we'll take it one way, and then we will take it the other. Trying our best to keep our shoulders sort of in the same position, but again, not stressing, feeling the movements, making it feel good. Take the arms in front if you want. We're just taking it one way and then the other. Now we're going to take our arms above head. We're connecting the hands. We're going to have our arms touching our ears, and we're just going to do some side bends. So let's just bend to the right, bend to the left. Take it with the breath. And just taking those hips as far to the side as you can, creating a beautiful side body stretch. And we'll come back up, down. We'll take our arms back down. And we're going to come down to our mat. And we're going to find somewhat of an elbow side plank. We're just going to take our hands on our hip, and we're just going to do a few leg raises. Let's go for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's let that hip drop down to the mat, and we're going to switcheroo, take it the other way. Find our side body plank with our forearm holding us up, and again we're going to do 7 leg raises. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. We'll drop that hip to the mat again. We're going to turn around. We're going to push that floor with our hands, come up to a downward dog position. And from our downward dog position, we're going to bring forward our right knee. We're going to bring it behind that right wrist, finding our half pigeon here. So that front heel is ideally under that hip. Finding our half pigeon, we're going to take our hands so that they are sort of as wide as our mat. We're just going to do a few folds. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. Open up that chest, and then on the exhale, we're going to come down, taking our forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Open that chest. Exhale. Coming down with that forehead to the mat. Nice big inhale up again. Opening up that chest. And exhale. One more. Big inhale, lifting up that chest. And we'll come back down one last time. We'll take our forearms down to our mat, and we're just going to rest here. We're going to move our hips super subtly from side to side, and we're just paying attention to the sensations that are going on within those hips. A few rounds of breath. And we're going to take our hands back onto our mat, and we're going to push away that floor. Come back to our downward dog. Stretch her out. Bring forward that left knee. Take it behind the left wrist. We're dropping that back knee. Finding our wide stance with our hands as wide as our mat. And again, we're opening up the chest. On an inhale, we're exhaling. We're folding forward, letting that forehead touch the mat. Inhale up. Open that chest. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up, opening that chest, and exhale down. Bring our arms, forearms onto our mat in front of us. Rest that head on those thumbs, and again we're just taking our hips from side to side in our half pigeon and paying attention. Don't be afraid to move in the poses. Become aware of how everything is feeling in the body. I'm going to push that floor back again, tuck that back foot, and we're going to find our downward dog. And then from here, we're going to do some downward dog on an exhale, and then on an inhale, we're going to come forward to a plank, and then we're going to just drop our hips towards the mat and look up on the inhale. So it's like an upward dog variation. So exhale, butt back, inhale, coming to an upward dog variation, exhale back, inhale, let's go, 3 more, exhale, inhale, 2 more, exhale, inhale, and I exhaled, exhale, inhale. We're going to hold our upward dog variation. We're going to breathe. Our chest is nice and open. And then we're going to come back to a downward dog and drop our knees. Find our tabletop. And in our tabletop, we're going to take our left hand. On an inhale, lift her up. Looking up at your thumb, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to thread the needle, taking the head and the shoulder down to the mat. Inhale up, opening up the chest the best you can. Exhale, bringing her back. Let's go 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, other side, right hand, inhale up. Exhale, thread the needle, head and elbow, not elbow, shoulder taps the ground. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Trying your best to open up that chest. 1 more. And exhale. Coming back to our tabletop. We're going to turn around, find our back, and do somewhat of a bridge flow. So we're going to take our hands at our side. We're going to inhale. Lift up those hips towards the sky. Bring the arms above head. Exhale. Butt down, arms back. Inhale. Exhale. Just go 3 more. Inhale. Really push those hips up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. We drop our legs. We find our Savasana, our final pose. I shall leave you here. I'm trying to keep these at 15 minutes. You stay here for as long as you need. Breathe, connect, rest. Namaste, and I shall see you tomorrow. 2 weeks down, 50 to go. We got this.